We're headed to the very top of that ridge line, and that's kind of where we drop in. We found two cornice lines. Kind of misjudged that. All right, so this is the high traverse straight ahead. My battery is fading, so you're just gonna get a couple clips here. All right, once you get to the high voltage sign, you can just stay on this road. Alright, so if you're allowed to leave any ski area, it's at your own risk. Ski patrol is not going to help you out. If you do have an incident, then you will most likely look to search and rescue. Right behind me, this is kind of the ridge line that extends all the way down, kind of where the snowmobilers park, right at that Ottawa Gulch. So we're going to go halfway down. We're going to go down the steepest part, and we're actually going to be able to take the road back to the base of the Rawhide chairlift. Alright, so your best option is to hit that knoll and go on the other side of it. Try to get to the right. It's all logged, you know, just heavy logs down in this middle section. But if you want to go farther and go to the Ottawa Gulch, you know, the snowmobile parking lot, you can. You just go down this drainage. A lot mellower, so this lift is running. That's kind of your little piece of gold right there. All right, we made it. Alright, we're back again. We're going to go right through this fence. And then you can air really far on the right side of this ridge line. If you really want to play safe, stay over there. You're going to hit that road down there. Let's get back to this ridge line though. I was kind of cheating my line in there because it's so fun. Yeah, now you're so far over here, you're like, how am I going to get back? Well, I've actually not done this, but here we go, it's a straight shot. and that was our road. We're gonna have to post hole it just a little bit. Alright, it's good that I made this video for you all, because if you see that ridge, you're going to get down to here. You're not going to notice this road. This road is just around this knoll, and then we're good to go. So you really want to use your speed to get over there. And from the top, you can see it. So you might as well just kind of do your traverse then. Alright, we got one more run, so let's see what happens. All right, so here's a good look at these cornices. All right, so this is my line yesterday. Kind of pop up on here. Another little cool pocket in here. See, that's a steep enough slope right there that can have a, you know, either the top's gonna slide, there could be some instability down below. I'm actually gonna use this time to, you know, kind of dig into this pit. Hey, I don't got an Avalanche transceiver, I don't got a shovel, but it doesn't mean that I have to be clueless about what the conditions are. All right, so we got our first sliding layer right here. So what do I notice? It's not super icy. The hardness, you know, so if it's icy, super hard, dense, man, this whole chunk, like this chunk, will just kind of slide on that layer, but it's still, you know, kind of bonding. So that gives us some information. All right, so you can see on this cornice, it's super deep. It's as tall as you are. So if this had a sliding layer right at the base, yeah, you wouldn't want this to go. You got a grouping of trees right below it. Not a total flat surface that it ends in, you know, just a cornice to a lower angle. You get kind of the classic train trap where all the snow, yes, it will slide, but then it'll just pile up all in one place. So you wouldn't want all this snow to be right on top of you. All right, so I checked the consistency all the way through. There's no icy layers at the bottom. This is kind of low elevation conditions, and we haven't had a lot of cold nights. You know, so what you're looking for is that granular crystals at the bottom called surface hoar. But basically, that's just like dry breadcrumbs. If you have all this weight sitting on dry breadcrumbs, it's just, you might as well consider it ball bearings. What happens is it's barely holding, you know, this entire amount of snow up, and then bam, once it cracks, it'll fall and break through those breadcrumbs and then start to slide. I should have a partner here. So my justification in doing this is that, hey, I feel overly confident I'm not gonna get this thing to propagate, not gonna get this thing to slide. So it's just good to build that into your repertoire. You know, it's good to be high alert on everything, but what's gonna happen is that you're actually gonna go into a real avalanche situation and you're just gonna be like, oh, I was just fine every other time. And you really got to use your instincts. Last week we got this new snow right on top of really icy layers that you see, this ice layer, and you know it was propagating just on the flats. So that's something that you want to pay attention to, because then you get into steeps. You know, there's only 5 inches of snow, but that did start slough slides. You know, in a mini slab avalanche, but then it just kind of peters out. But that could be enough snow to start weight moving and then break stronger instabilities down below. So it's just good to know, take an avalanche course. The most important thing about avalanche safety is knowing where your limits are. And it's just too easy to just say, just forget about everything I learned, or, you know, I'm going to ski this slope, because that's the slope that's going to get you. You know, so that's why I really enjoy going by myself, because then I have to take a higher level of caution, and, you know, then I'm out here digging. If I was with a partner, would we be digging, you know, a pit right now? Probably not. And he doesn't take any tools. I have no tools on me, and I can instantly know what this cornice is. All right, and this is just like golf. You made a divot, you got to fill it in. You don't want somebody coming over this cornice and having a big old foxhole. Alright, so here's my minimal setup of what I carry if I go skiing by myself. This is inbounds, just kind of anywhere. You can get totally stuck up with a broken leg. So I always carry a whistle, cell phones, you know, and they're not reliable, but if they do work, man, you can actually have a conversation, so that's real good. And then I have a rescue link. That's if, you know, you're gonna die. You know, even just comfort, you know, if someone's going to find you 2 days later and you can survive that, maybe they can get to you within 6 hours if you push that button. So there you go. So am I skiing alone? Well, yes, but not really. And I also have a check-in back in town, so if I don't show up this evening, then, you know, that can be a check-in as well.